Bezos Hashem, today we'll be learning Daf Lamed Aleph Amud Beis. We'll be finishing Torah Chaf Aleph. Till now we learned that there's a seichel which, if a person is masig he's masig very quickly without any hakdamas, then that Tnuas HaSeichel, the same way the Tnuas HaGuf is moilid chamimus, so that Tnuas HaSeichel is also moilid chamimus. And we said that seichel is a seichel being masig Hashem, and that's how a person becomes connected to Hashem. Ilu Yidata Vayisiv. That's how you become connected to Chaim Nitzchiyim, and that's the nechama, because all of a person's tzaras are only how much he doesn't know about Hashem. And la'asad lavai, when Ma'atz De'eh as Hashem, that's why we're zeichet to Nachmu Ami. And the way we're zeichet to these hasagas is by realizing that when we Kaddish our Shivas Hanerus, which means the two eyes, the two nostrils, the two ears, and our mouth, then we allow a seichel which is called makif inside, something which we don't yet understand is called a makif, and when we bring it inside and we understand it, it's called pnimi. And there's also makif to makif, which means seichlim which we don't even know about on a level that we could say that I don't understand it, and it's called makif to makif. It's called bechinas ibur, and through tza'aka, b'torah, b'tfila, then we're moilid the meichin, and we bring it to a level that's ready to come in, and through being mekadosh the Shivas Haneris, that's how we're zeichet to bring that in. We said that every person has his level where he's holding a p'timi and makif, and every person is zeichet to, however much he works on himself, to go higher and higher in p'timi and makif. And la'asad lavai, then we'll all be zeichet to higher asagas, but there'll be a difference for every person, kafi however much he was zeichet to be Isaac in this. Even the goyim will be zeichet to asagas, but the asagas that they'll be zeichet to, even to be masig simple things that for us will be mamash schayk, as you might schayk finu, the hasagas that they're going to be zeichet to. Even they'll be zeichet to understand what a simple yid understands and feels from doing a simple mitzvah, even without any deep understanding of hasagas. The simple feeling that a yid has from doing simple mitzvahs. And kol sheken our hasagas, and kol sheken even the tzaddikim. Every tzaddik, the difference between one tzaddik and another, and kol sheken between a tzaddik and a rasha. And this, going back to what we learned at the beginning of the Torah, kol tzaddik but tzaddik is nichve mechupasei shel chaverei. A chuppah is someone which is makif someone, it surrounds someone. Makif means to surround. So every tzaddik is mischamim. He warms himself up. He's mechape mechasal atzmai with his hasagas. The makif that person has, for one person, it's nichve mechupasei shel chaverei. For one person, for Ruvain, let's say, if he would try to do masig the chuppah, the makif of someone higher than him, he would get burnt by the slavos, which we said that the person is zeichet through hasagas and be masig hasagas. That's how you warm yourself up. That's how you zeichet hasagas. So then that's how you zeichet chamimus. So one tzaddik who's holding a lower level, he's nichve, he's burnt from something, from michupasa shechaveri, from what someone on a tzaddik is on a higher level. For him, is just a chipa and kisu. They're trying to keep himself warm. That's what it means. It's called tzaddik nichve michupasa shechaveri, from his makif of someone higher than him. Now, shtei b'sadas is when we make the makif and pnimi, and that's also how we save from al tzaros. L'mashal, the Rebbe says, when a person is being chased, the enemies which are looking for him, then the eitzah is to change your levush. You put on a disguise. You take off what you usually wear, and you put on a different clothing, and that way that you won't be recognized. So too a makif, a person, the hasagas which right now are only a makif for me, are kilo like a levush for my seichel, and right now, the reason why I'm experiencing tzaris is because kafid, my makifin, they're looking out for my makifin. But if I would change my makifin, I would be machnis my makifin to pnimi and be zeichet to new makifin, which means I changed my levushim, I changed my makifin, which means I had a seichel which I didn't yet understand. There's a makif for me, and then I brought it into pnimi, and now I have a new seichel, which I now understand it. That makif became pnimi, but now I have a new makif, which I wasn't yet zeicha to, which I was mailed through tefillah and Torah b'tzaka. So akilu, I changed myself, and that's the chashmal, the levushim, the ara chashmal, which is the levushim which all the mekatrikim and all the dinim run away from, and that's oiz v'hada levusha v'atischak liyamacharain. Through the oiz v'hada levusha, when you change your levush to change your chashmal, when you change your makifin, then you zeich to oiz v'hada v'tischak liyamacharain, and then you're saved. You're not afraid of the tzaras and the yisurim. The Rebbe says the best time to do that is Chodesh Elul, because Levusha V'Tischak L'Machran is Rosh Tevis Elul. Elul is a zman which is Mesugal to be oisik in this avoda and of being machnis, being moilid, new meichin, b'chinas makif, and being machnis and befnim through Kedusha Shivas Neres. And that's also the Rebbe says, we spoke about that everything I would do is 7 because it's Shivas Neres, and that's why the Chuppah and is Shivas Yimei Mishte, and that's why Sukkah, which is also of Makif, is 7 days, and that's also why Avelus is Shivas 7 days, and that's why Aval Rice is Kriya is Gematria Shin Ayin Naharin of Hashem Kel B'Mluye 2 times, Rebbe says, which is connected to this R, which is trying to be zeicha to. So Rebbe just fears us, and this whole Torah is answering on a kasha that is makif in Eitz HaSeichel, and how are you zeicha to be machnas it? And the answer is you're moiled the meichin through tzaka, and with tzaka in Torah and tefillah, machnas and befnim through the avoda of being mekadosh shivas haneres, of not looking where you're not supposed to look, not having amunas chachamim, which is telling the ears, and Yir Shema, which is telling the nose, and not to speak sheker, which is telling the mouth. And through this, you're machnis them bifnim. And as a Nosson Firzais, Kol Mavor Le'Behetiv Asher Shiyasim Libo La'ayin Be'emes Lilma Lami Lishmar V'Lasais Ulakayim.